The family was threatened with fines of $10,000 per day, had their property misclassified as a wetland, and were prevented from building their family home. It may not be a $2.5 million home like yours, but that sounds like a lot of red tape to me.
Excuse me,
do you disagree?
I really take that as a personal
Do you
assumption.
disagree?
My home.
Do you disagree that this was an overreach?
I disagree that
Ms.
you're
Katzen, my time
casting
has expired.
aspersions on
Mr. Chairman, I
me
yield.
or my...
Thank you.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. At least that's what the guys say when Lauren Boebert, fastest draw in the West, at a Beetlejuice show.
And security video from a weekend performance of Beetlejuice, where the congresswoman was kicked out of the theater for being disruptive. The DCPA says she was vaping. Boebert's team denied that, said the haze was from fog machines in the show. That claim goes up in smoke when you see the video. The pregnant woman sitting behind Boebert told the Denver Post she asked her to stop vaping, and Boebert refused. Her one-woman show continued, taking flash photos, raising her hands and dancing, often the only one clapping or standing up in the crowd. Boebert occasionally took a break from being disruptive to enjoy the company of her male companion. He briefly had a grasp on the situation before ushers returned and told Boebert she had to leave. The theater's incident report says Boebert pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card on the way out, appearing to give theater employees the single-finger salute.
But Boebert also, of course, is just as shameless and just as scummy when she's in a committee. So, of course, she starts talking about how expensive the house is of an NYU professor, Lauren Boebert, who extols and loves Elon Musk, who loves Donald Trump, a guy that has a golden crapper. Yeah, the richest man in the world, the guy with the golden crapper. I promise you she loves Peter Thiel and the Koch brothers and all those people. But woman with a $2.5 million house, and she's just going to go and get personal. I don't blame Professor Katzen for responding with some umbrage to that and trying to hit back. But Jasmine Crockett wins the prize for destroying Lauren Boebert. And yes, this is good.
I do come prepared to committee, and then there's always somebody from this side that does something ridiculous that throws me all the way off. So, oh, Jesus. Okay, so this is where we're going to start, Ms. Kaskin. First of all, let me apologize because that was uncalled for. So let me do what she would never do, which is to be an adult in this room or in this chamber. So let me start there. I'm also going to start with some nonsense that she was trying to spew. And unlike Ms. Boebert, I am legally trained and I've passed a few bar exams. And I also legislated before I got here.
And that, they say, folks, is how you do it. Okay? Jasmine Crockett does it in a calm way, a collected way. She gets herself together and shows her disdain by pointing out how she comes prepared, and yet there's always some clown like this who makes her have to go off script. She rips Boebert and shows that she's more qualified. She rips Boebert for not being basically a child. She says all the things you need to say. Again, this is the disrespect, the mockery. This is how you have to treat them, because it sends a message both to them that you're not going to put up with it, to the American people that they're the clowns that they are, and really the world, that we're not all this. And in the end, that's how you win a message in war. Jasmine Crockett is a master at it because of that, and more people really, really should watch on the Democratic side, because we could use a hell of a lot more of that.